What's up YouTube? This is GalacticGod. I'm coming at you now with another one of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Top 5s. Now today I want to talk about the top 5 monsters that I personally think are the hardest to summon in all of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now starting off at the number 5 spot is a classic monster that Yugi himself used, Dark Sage. So for those of you guys who do not know, its effect states that this card cannot be normal summoned or set, and it can only be special summoned from your hand or your deck by attributing one Dark Magician on your side of the field when you succeed in the effect of Time Wizard. Now while Dark Magician is a normal monster and is not too hard to summon, Time Wizard, on the other hand, has an incredibly dubious effect that states once per turn during your main phase, toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, destroy all your opponent's monsters, but if you call it wrong, destroy all the monsters you control, and you lose life points equal to half of the total attack of all the destroyed monsters. I say if you're able to get Time Wizard's effect off, not only should you be able to get Dark Sage out, but you should also be making a trip to Vegas because your luck is undeniable. Coming in at the number 4 spot is another classic card. I'm talking about Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Now this card from the bygone era has an effect that states this monster can only be special summoned by offering a Petite Moth as a tribute on the 6th turn after Petite Moth has been equipped with Cocoon of Evolution. Now, Petite Moth is a normal monster with a mighty 300 attack, while Cocoon of Evolution is an effect monster that has an effect that states you can equip this card from your hand as an equipped spell card to a face-up Petite Moth on the field. If equipped, the attack and defense of Cocoon of Evolution is applied to that Petite Moth. Now this should help you survive those 6 turns needed to summon Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, because when you add the 0 attack of Cocoon of Evolution to that of Petite Moth, you still end up with that mighty 300 attack. It's hard to imagine that this card hasn't been summoned more than it has. Now coming in at the number 3 spot is Armityle, the Chaos Phantom. Now this fusion monster is made with Uri, Lord of the Searing Flames, Harmon, Lord of the Striking Thunder, and Raviel, Lord of the Phantasms. Now this in itself would be hard enough to bring out under the normal ways one would conduct a fusion summon, but this card has an effect that states this card can only be special summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards that you control. You do not use polymerization, and this card cannot be special summoned other ways. This card is so hard to summon that even Yugi himself might have trouble doing so. Coming in at the number 2 spot is a card that needs a little bit of everything to get summoned. I'm talking about Sofia, Goddess of Rebirth. Now Sofia cannot be normal summoner set. It actually must be special summoned from your hand only by banishing one face-up Ritual Monster, Fusion Monster, Synchro Monster, and Xyz Monster from anywhere on the field, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Now being able to get an eclectic mix of different monsters on the field is very hard, but at least Sofia has an effect that almost makes up for the cost of her. Because not only can this card summon not be negated, but when it is summoned, you get to banish all other cards from both players' hands, fields, and graveyards. And card effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. So there's no way this card's effect is not getting off. Coming into the number 1 spot is another classic card. I'm talking about Than, the Great Sphinx. Not only can this mighty beast not be normal summoner set, but it cannot be special summoned except by paying 500 life points when both Androsphinx and Sphinx Telia are on your side of the field and are destroyed at the same time. Then you can special summon this monster from your hand or your deck. So not only do you have to first summon the incredibly bad Androsphinx and Sphinx Telia, but then they both have to be destroyed at the same time in order to special summon this guy. I guess the one good saving grace is that when he is special summoned, you can pay 500 life points to increase the card's attack by 3,000 life points. Too bad it only lasts until the end phase. Alright YouTube, and there you have it. Those are my picks for the top 5 hardest monsters to summon in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now of course I might have missed 1 or 2 that you would have on the list, so I encourage you to let me know what your top 5 would be down in the comment section below. And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod.